Hi, everyone. I'm Christy Forsyth with Clarity by Christy. This is your weekly energy reading where we talk all about what the heck is happening with the collective energy, the energy that we're all feeling, the energy that is impacting each and every one of us, what it is that we need to know about it so that we can make the most of this energy that we have going on this week. So this is a combination of intuitive messages, a little bit of astrology, and at the end, we wrap up the entire reading with a tarot reading to build upon the messages that we have already connected with, anything that we missed. So make sure that you stick around all the way to the end so that you can get a well-rounded understanding of what is happening, what you need to know so that you can make the most of it. So first of all, let me know how you guys are feeling, what you have going on, what's coming up for you. I always love to hear what's happening for you in your world. This is an interesting energy for sure. Really, I'm very aware, and my eyes are getting pulled to this card deck. This is not the deck that I'm going to use, but I'm aware that this deck, I left it upright and it is on the life experience card, and I'm pulled to it. So I want to start there. So the life experience card says important changes are coming into your life that will require you to take action. Don't hesitate to move in new directions that you know are right for you. Wow. Nailed it. This is like what a huge part of what this energy is about, because we're entering into new chapters. We are allowing ourselves to have new experiences. Maybe we are grieving some things from the past, some challenging things from the past. And this is about allowing ourselves to fully transition into something better, something new. I wrote down when I was connecting with the messages for this that what we need to understand is that there are blessings coming in right now, or we are in a place where we feel like we're on the brink of something. And I think a lot of people are in that place where there's a hesitation because we've been through a lot. There has been a lot. And so a lot of people are in that place where they're assuming that the current experience isn't going to be any different than the future projected experience that we expect to have. This way of thinking is a mistake, because if you get too caught up in this way of thinking, this is exactly what will happen for you. You will recreate the past. You will recreate the hardship and the challenge and maybe even very similar experiences. Not because that's what you deserve, not because that's what God wants for you, but because your thoughts are powerful and your thoughts are creating things. So I want you to be open to the idea that as we move into these life experiences that we have coming up, that these life experiences can be better. That life is truly changing for the better. And I understand there's a lot that's happening in this world. There are a lot of things that are happening in your personal experience. And so it feels like there's so much that is swirling around us right now. It's very, very easy to get caught up in this energy. Let me know, are you catching yourself getting caught up in this energy? I talked at the beginning of the year how important it is for us to continue to come back to this place of wonder, of approaching every single day from this place of show me how good it can get. If you are asking God that every day, if you're asking the universe, whatever you call that, I don't care. Whatever aligns for you, but show me how good it can get. You are creating situations in your life that will create wonder for you, that will create excitement for you. And I think in a lot of cases, people already are doing that, but then we're afraid to trust it. We're afraid it's going to be a repeat of the old stuff. And so we shut it down. We start to worry. We start to create more of the old stuff rather than just leaning in and being excited and watching with wonder everything that is unfolding. There is a level of trust. I don't know why I said trust so weird. There's a level of trust that is required in yourself, in your higher power right now, that what you are transitioning into is going to be so much better than the things that you have experienced before. And that might mean that you need to release your vision of what it is that this needs to look like. I have been talking about detachment for quite some time because it is so key right now. And I'm watching a lot of the people that I'm working with really get themselves to that place of true detachment where they're just letting it go, where they're letting it flow. And I think that this is such a powerful strategy. Let's just see where this is going. Hi, Chad. Chad says, my smile is a vibe all by itself. Thank you so much. I want to bring the vibes. I want to let you guys understand how beautiful this truly can be. But we want to make sure that we're leaning into it. I think there's a lot that's coming in. And that we don't get so caught up in it needing to be a specific outcome, a specific way. I think that's a mistake right now. I think the more we lean in, the more we trust. I felt the call to pull an oracle card before we got started. And I pulled the Divine Child card. And it says, innocence, purity, and redemption. Suggests a special connection with the divine. And I immediately knew that this is all of us. You are the divine child. I am the divine child. All of us are the divine child. We are created in that divinity. And I want you to let God, let the universe support you like you are its child, because you are. Let it lead you the way that a parent would lead a child who doesn't quite know all of the things that they need to know yet. And let yourself just be held and loved and trust this beautiful process is unfolding. Hi, Pink. Trust it all. We are in Cancer season right now. Some of you who've been around for a long time know that Cancer season has never been my favorite. In fact, it's my least favorite. I'll be honest with you. It's a time that I have traditionally in the past for years and years and years found myself to be a little more emotional than I would prefer, because I'm already an emotional person and I'm already a empathetic, empathic, sensitive human being. And so Cancer season can just do me in. And I used to find myself crying my way through the entire thing. And that's not always a bad thing, right? That sensitivity can be a beautiful thing, but I didn't prefer the way that I was navigating that. And it took me years to realize, oh, that's how I respond to Cancer season. And that's how a lot of people respond to Cancer season. We can feel more emotional. We can feel more a heightened sensitivity to things, and we might be more reactive to things. So know that. But the beautiful thing about Cancer season is that Cancer energy is so beautifully nurturing. Cancer energy is the mother of the zodiac. And so we get to choose the energy that we can tune into, that we choose to tune into. And so we can lean into that emotional aspect of that. And sometimes we might need to. We might need to allow it to release some things that have been sitting there for a while. But we can also choose to lean into that nurturing aspect of that, to focus on nurturing ourselves. Cancer energy is a water sign. And I feel like if we aren't aware of it, we can get very swept up in the current that is this energy. There's some other things that contribute to that as well. I also think we're feeling these retrogrades that are coming in. If you're in my membership, you got a heads up on all of this stuff. It's highlighting everything to expect that we have coming in, but you're probably feeling some of it. It's already starting. I think that we have some triggers that are coming up right now, and they're giving us an indication of what it is that we are going to be working on in the month of July, in the month of August. It's giving us a little bit of a preview for what that looks like. So that might be coming up for you. So to come back to this nurturing energy that can be, if we choose it, Cancer season, when we choose to focus on taking care of ourselves and using this energy to make that the priority, that is going to serve you really, really well in this energy. And so the way that you don't get caught up in, swept away in the current of this energy that we have going on this week is to rise above it by taking really good care of yourself, by learning how to regulate yourself. There's a reason that I am offering a 30-day nervous system reset inside of my membership right now. And part of that is to help us all to do Cancer season better, to do this year better, because this is a year of change and transformation, and there is so much that is happening. There are so many life experiences. This is the tower. There's a lot of tower moments that are happening right now. And so we have to trust the process of what's happening. Let what wants to fall away, fall away. Let what wants to come in, and to, in the meantime, be the rock that we need for ourselves. Can you be that for other people? Can you take good care of other people? Absolutely. Right? We can all support one another. And I think we do need to be more loving and nurturing of one another, but we also have to be that rock for ourselves, and to make ourselves very high up on that list, maybe the highest up on that list of those people that we are taking excellent care of right now. That is how you don't get swept up in the current. That is how you keep going. You focus on that. And so in that challenge that I'm doing, it's giving you a tool every single day to do that. It is asking for you every single day to do something to take care of yourself. And you're learning how to build your resources, your toolbox, so that you have that to pull from for the rest of your life to navigate Cancer season and beyond. So whatever works for you, and maybe you're not part of the challenge, maybe you're not in the membership, and that's okay too. I did put the link below. So if you're feeling called, do that. But if not, ask yourself what works for you. How do you regulate yourself? How do you take care of yourself? What is it that you need? Treat yourself like a child. Take care of yourself like you would a child. Take care of your inner child. Ask your inner child, because we all have one within ourselves, what is it that you need right now? And then you honor that. That is the number one question that I ask people, especially when they are in a crisis. And it seems like a very simple question, but when you ask, what is it that you need right now? You're going to get some answers. And when you follow those answers, you are going to improve. You're going to move beyond it. You've got this. We've got this. So I'm talking about all of this stuff and getting caught up in this, but I also want to honor the really beautiful things that are happening, because there's a lot of opportunities that are unfolding. And I think a lot of these things are like instant opportunities, are instant openings. I think that there are a lot of beautiful connections that are coming together here in this energy, especially if you've been doing that work on yourself and honoring your shadow work and the things that you need to do to make yourself a better version of yourself. If you've been honoring the boundaries that you need to set, all of these things, there's a lot that comes with that. I think that we are going on a lot of new adventures. And by the way, a lot of those new adventures are going to come through tower moments, through life experiences that come in that show us what we need to see in order to do what we need to do and go where we need to go. And sometimes that is going to mean that some doors are closing. But guess what? A lot of doors are opening right now too. And so we want to allow ourselves to be in that. Also in this energy, my favorite thing about Cancer energy is the fact that we are so much more connected to our intuition. I want you to listen to it. I want you to honor it. It is a quieter voice than the voice of fear. So fear is going to tell you all kinds of bullshit in your head, but tune into the quiet voice. And you have to take that time and that space to listen, because this world is really noisy. Your brain is really noisy. So if you don't take that time to listen, you're going to miss the intuitive messages that are wanting to come through. So again, focusing on that calm and that peace and taking really good care of yourself is the pathway to it. And I hope that you consider that. But I hope you take some time and space in your own energy just to be able to hear yourself. The other thing when I was connecting with the messages is that we should do something this week to celebrate ourselves and our progress. And I want to hear what you plan on doing. So please let me know in the comments, what is something that you will do, that you are committed to doing to celebrate your progress, to celebrate yourself this week? Because that is something really important. We have come a really long way, and I want to see you acknowledge it. Whether it's a private party for one, celebration, you're just celebrating yourself, whether you are inviting people that you trust, that really matter to you, to be a part of that celebration. What is it that you are going to do to celebrate yourself, to celebrate your progress? I want you to take a little time to look at how far you've come, how much you've grown, how things have shifted. And then I want you to remind yourself that the future does not have to look like the past, that you've come a long way. You are not the same person that you were. And so we cannot expect that the future is going to look the same as the past. You've got this. And so the more that you let yourself believe that good things are happening now, that this is a different phase of your life, because it is, and you are a different version of yourself because you are, then things get better. So that being said, let's dive in. I think I said this, but lots of blessings and opportunities still coming through. I feel that all throughout the month of July, still building on this momentum that we've started to build in June. What kind of blessings and opportunities have happened for you in the month of June? I would love to hear. 6 of Pentacles. I will pull these and then I will go over the meaning. 6 of Wands, 2 6s already right out of the gate. Okay. 7 of Wands, 2 Wands in a row. Hi, Joy. Hi, Amanda. 4 of Swords. Might be feeling tired. I know I have been. I'm feeling that retrograde energy coming in. Ace of Cups. And the King of Cups. Okay, so let's talk about it. 6 of Wands, 6 of Swords. Blessings coming in. 6 of Pentacles. 6 of Pentacles. This is a very karmic energy that we have happening right now. Hopefully, you've been putting out good to the world, amazing energy to the world, because that is what you are getting back. Hopefully, you have been operating from a place of integrity, because that is what you are getting back. So whatever we have been putting out to the world, we are getting back. And so many of you who follow me, who I work with, you're just like givers, and you're focused on your light, and you're doing the best that you can to put out light to the world. So I think we have a lot to look forward to. This feels like some investments that we've made in the past. Maybe that's investments of time. Maybe that's investments of money, investments of our energy. There's some kind of a payoff for that. There's some kind of a reward that's coming in, showing up this week. So again, this might be an opportunity. This might be something that you've been working on for years, and all of a sudden somebody sees it and they take it to the next level. Or somebody sees you and the work that you've been doing on yourself, and they recognize it, and they support you in that, or it develops into some kind of an opportunity. This might be that you loaned money to somebody years ago and you never expected to see it back, and now here it is. This could be that you've invested so much of your time and your effort into relationships, and now you're connecting with somebody, or the person that you're experiencing this with is finally ready to give back to you in a way that is reciprocal. But this is powerful and this is beautiful. This is us receiving. Okay. And then we have the Six of Wands, which is also about being seen, being celebrated, being supported. It's about moving beyond a time that's been really difficult, really hard. And I just get the energy with this. I keep saying it doesn't have to look like the past, right? You don't have to go back. This is a soldier coming back from war. The war is over. You don't have to go back to the war. You don't have to go back there. You might carry some of those experiences with you, but it's over. So for some of you, you need to hear that. You need to know that it's coming to a close and this is an entirely different phase. I feel like there will be opportunities in terms of being seen, being celebrated more, maybe recognized in some way. I would love to hear what kind of things happened for you guys this week, but this looks really beautiful. And we have 2 sixes, and sixes are all about, especially repeating sixes, moving out of a challenging time and into something better. It's an improvement. It's moving out of the 555, and the 5 is like change and transition and challenge that leads us to something greater. But the 6 comes on the other side of that. The 6 is the rainbow after the storm. And that's what this energy is giving to me. I'm surprised I don't see any rainbows in these cards, to be honest with you. The 7 of Wands. I think with this, like I'm talking about, don't get swept up in the current. And I think part of the current is like, don't get caught up in when other people are pushing your buttons, especially if they're doing it intentionally. Choose your battles. We don't need to get caught up in every little thing. It's not worth it. It's not worth it for your energy, for your peace. So don't get caught up in it. Don't get caught up in the bullshit that your brain is trying to tell you right now. Maybe it's trying to tell you some things that go against what your intuition knows to be true. Maybe it's trying to tell you to not take opportunities that are coming in, to not move forward into these new beginnings. It's just trying to tell you all kinds of things to keep you held back and stuck and small. And that is not the vibe. So Joy put a rainbow in the comments. Thank you. This is like, fight for the shit that matters. Leave the rest alone. And even that, is it worth, ask yourself, is this worth my time and my energy? And if it is, then invest in it. But are you fighting for yourself? I feel like we need to be fighting for ourselves, meaning you might need to set some boundaries around your time, your energy, because you know that taking care of you right now is the priority. Nurturing yourself is the priority. Speaking of that, 4 of Swords, nurturing yourself is the priority. Also, let other people nurture you. Let other people support you. Let other people help you with the things that you're needing. This is, maybe we're feeling a little bit more tired. Maybe we're feeling, I definitely feel more tired. But again, this for me is always something that I typically feel around Cancer season. I'm sleeping really well, which is amazing. This is also about, again, tuning out the noise of the world and taking that time in that space where you don't have the chaos happening, to just be able to hear your voice. Even if you just have to sit in your car for 5 minutes and just be. This is about letting yourself just be. Because if we don't let ourselves get caught up in the current, we can take the opportunity to fill our cup, Ace of Cups. To let other people pour into us, to pour into ourselves, to let God pour into us. I also feel like this is blessings this week, or a blessing. It can be a relationship. It can be an opportunity, just something here that comes in. It could be an energy shift, a shift in your energy that comes in that feels like it was a gift from God. And that is because it was. It might be right now a reset. There's very much a reset that's happening. a reset, a new beginning for your relationships, for the way that you see the world, for the way that you allow yourself to connect with people. You're being called to be vulnerable and to let yourself be vulnerable, to lean into it. There is no other way, because the other way causes you to be fighting battles that you don't need to be fighting. King of Cups. The King of Cups is the ultimate in emotional and nervous system regulation. Look at the way he sits so steady on that throne while the water around him is raging. How perfect is this? Don't get swept up in the current. Be the King of Cups. Work on yourself. Pour into yourself. Do the nervous system regulation challenge if you feel called to. It's only $9.99 right now to sign up monthly for my membership. Find that balance. Don't let your emotions get the best of you. You get the best of your emotions. Use them, connect with them, let them teach you about yourself. Let them lead you to a place of letting yourself be vulnerable, because this is how we connect with other people, but don't let them get the best of you. Don't get caught up in battles that don't belong to you. Don't get caught up in energy and trying to control things that do not matter and probably don't belong to you. How many things are you trying to control right now that are none of your business? There's probably a lot. Don't do it. Don't get caught up in it. Be the King of Cups. Now, I have to acknowledge, with the Ace of Cups and the King of Cups, some of those blessings may be, and we pulled the Lovers, I think it was last week, some of those blessings may be a beautiful, deep love connection that is coming in for some, or taking a connection to a deeper level. You also might be taking your work to another level, your business. There's lots of blessings in so many different areas that are coming in. So take care of you. Let yourself be vulnerable. Let yourself connect and be led by your intuition. Let yourself be held by your higher power and by the people in your world that you trust. And all is well. This is a beautiful, magical week if you don't let yourself get too swept up in the current and you do not let your emotions guide your decisions that you're making. Make your decisions from a place that honors yourself rather than anything else. Be mindful about what you're investing your energy into, what you're giving your time to. Prioritize that time. Only invest in the things that are filling your cup, feeding your soul, giving to you in a positive way. Don't waste time on the other stuff. Don't get caught up in all the stuff that's going on everywhere in other people's lives, in the world, all of that. I understand it's important, but what's more important is for you to be okay. And I think it's real easy to get caught up in all of that if we go down that slippery slope with all of that stuff right now. So if it costs you your peace, it's too expensive. Those are your messages for this week. I love you all. Thank you so much for being here. Let me know what blessings are coming through for you this week, or what came through for you last week. Let me know how this resonates for you. If this does resonate, please like this video, heart this video, share this video, whatever you feel called to do. Please subscribe to my YouTube if you have not already. And thank you so much for being here today. All of your support means everything, and I appreciate it so much. I will see you guys next week with another video. Take care.